What's up, man? This is Donald Trump of rap, Forgiato Blow, and you ain't black.
You ain't black.
Well, since Blow came all the way from Florida, Florida,
And I out here. We out
Put out that Gucci track jacket.
Yeah,
Let's
that
go.
good. Yeah.
That's fly.
Let's go.
Hey,
Mixed
drip.
with the MAGA drip, you feel me?
I ain't gonna lie. The Gucci game is tight with these two right now. You know.
It's a contest. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Lil Pimp.
But yeah, no, I heard. So I tried to tag you one time, and I found out that you got deleted. I was like, what the hell? They got my boy Blow.
Right.
Man, it's been crazy out here. You know, the censorship's real.
Uh-huh.
They're trying to take our voice, but, you know, we're out here. We're proud patriots working all the way in Cali. No restriction, no lockdown gonna stop me. No mask on. You know.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's from Florida to California.
Yes,
you know what I
sir.
mean?
Now,
Yes,
did
sir.
they give
Energy
you a
out here.
reason for canceling your page? What was the actual reason?
They never gave me a reason, honestly. I've had that page, I want to say, for the last, 9 years. Verified business page. Same with the Facebook. And, you know, no warnings. I've never been taken down, but every rapper in the game, you know, 6ix9ine can scream Treyway.
Yep.
Be out here in
Yup.
California
Right.
looking for bloods.
Right.
Yup.
You know, girls could be on there half naked.
Yep.
Antifa, BLM can post riots,
Yep.
fight
Thank
comps.
you.
Preach.
No excuse. Completely deleted.
You just tried to log in
Which
one day
turned
and
into
couldn't.
no, it turned into now. I mean, my last post was a Proud Boy video with the Proud Boys, but it wasn't nothing. You know, they
Wasn't
showed
a
up to
video.
my rally.
Yeah.
A lot of people. I throw rallies in Florida, truck rallies and stuff for Trump, and we start about 1,000, then we get to about 10,000 people. They're huge, and I take them all over. So everybody comes out. So if you support the president, you support me. I support you.
That's it.
You know, so I can take a picture with you at the gas station. I don't know what you do if you're a
Right.
good
What's your
person or not.
affiliation?
No.
So I just posted up a little video saying, you know, all the Patriots are out here, and my thing came down, but no email, no warning, no reason. And now people from Instagram are DMing me saying, hey, you know, I'll give you $6,500. Give us $6,500, we'll get your page back for you. Just like little, you know.
That's like mafia
dipshit.
type
Dude,
stuff.
right.
That's like some
That's
mafia type
mafioso
stuff.
They're
right
monetizing
there.
I'm
trying
kinda
to
like-
get your page
Yeah,
back.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then like,
That's
say I give you
crazy.
$6,500.
That's insane.
Say if I give you $6,500 just for the culture, you know, because I'm big on the Trump culture right
Yes,
now.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Who's not going to delete me the next week when you go broke again?
That's
That's
part
extortion, man.
That's
So
part
what
of the like
extortion.
COVID hustle.
That
what
is
I
the
call it.
COVID
That's
hustle.
the
COVID
COVID
hustle.
hustle. See, a lot of people don't understand this whole Instagram wave. For the longest, it was a big deal to be verified. And I've been verified for 8 years. Not a big deal. So people are like, oh, you lost your page with the verified. I'm like, people already know who I am, man.
That is.
Tattoos are my verification on my face.
Let's go.
Two of me. It's me. Nah, they don't. Even when I came on the plane, I had to wear the mask when I walked through, and the guy didn't even say take the mask off. He just like get going. But you know, so the thing is with it these days is people that work at Instagram. They're not. Instagram itself's not the one banning you.
Right.
It's the people that work there. So the same person, you could go through someone and say, hey, you know, try to get me a verified page for a client. They'll charge you $2,500. Imagine if we worked at Instagram and we verified 10 people a week for $2,000 each, and Instagram didn't even know these
Whoa.
people were verified.
That's
It's a lot of money. So the
Yeah.
same people that do that, you could say, hey, can I get my page back? And they could go through and untake the strike back, put you back in a good
Who are
standing.
these people?
Who
are
they
these
give
people?
they
I
give
mean,
them a lot of power. That is a lot of power
man.
over people and
the
businesses
gatekeepers.
because for entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
rely on stuff like that. And I know that you said IG. What about your Facebook?
Facebook too, they snatch both. And the thing is, I spend $20,000 to $30,000 a year.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm an independent artist, so I promote my videos, promote my pictures.
Yeah.
Because white urban rapper, I'm the
Yeah.
Donald Trump of rap. I get
Oh,
a lot of
right,
crap,
right.
But the thing is, I get a lot of crap. They say I won't come to Cali. I'm in Cali. So today, people were pulling up on a set like, that's Forgiato Blow.
Yes, sir.
I'm out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I'm not ducking nothing. So we're out here. We're putting on. It's a positive message. People are a little mad because I switched up my vibe this year, but it's positive. I matured a lot during the COVID. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you step back and you're at home a lot. You see your family a lot more often.
Yeah.
You see other things, and you get a little bit of respect for a lot of things you might take for granted. So everything's entertainment. So yeah, I got like, you know, trap rap with a bunch of females and drug talk. I got all types of music. Songs with Rick Ross, Vanilla Ice, Paul Wall.
Yeah,
You know,
I saw
Lil
that.
Durk shooting videos in Chicago with tons of guns. But you go home and watch Netflix. It's entertainment, shock value.
Exactly.
But for you to do it right now during this time what's going on is a little bit much.
Yeah.
So then I said,
I like
you know,
that.
like I could put out a Back to Blue song.
Yeah.
And they say Blow, you know what I'm saying? Your name's Blow. But my name's Blow, been living off wealth. Ben had the money. Ben had the
go.
check.
Living off
You
wealth.
know
Let's
what I'm
go.
saying? It's
I
not.
love
It's
that.
not.
Okay.
So what they don't understand is that.
That's when you know. I'm like, I gotta hold on to something.
So
That's why I sit next to Hulk, you know, someone to grab.
So I got a Back the Blue song that didn't like that, but everybody says F the police. They're the first ones to call when there's really some beef.
Let's go.
Everybody says I don't need no police. All these rappers F the police got rich off saying fuck the police.
Yeah.
They got police escort to every show. I ain't
Exactly.
going into the
Thank
police are here.
you.
Why? Go out there in the mob. Don't tuck your chains. Go out there.
Let's
so they say
go.
like, oh, you some soft white rapper. I'm in Cali. The places I weren't soft. What's up? I'm out here.
Yeah, exactly.
In 10-band Gucci suit. You
Let's
know
go.
What I'm saying?
Hey, gotta add in that suit though. You gotta make sure they know the suit though.
With the shoes and the MAGA 4-5.
Let's
You
go.
can't see the shoes though, guys. You can't see the shoes.
You ain't black.
I mean, it's a scam. I mean, China pretty much planted COVID. We know that.
Yeah, I mean, because
And,
and a lot of people say that like because they don't know that we actually having trade agreements, trade talks, trade war with China during the time that it was released.
Yeah, and when Trump shuts them down, they kills their trade talks that they have also in the next round because just like us, we're planning our next move. Trump's not part of their agenda. They're already
Right,
thinking he's
exactly.
not. They said, okay, they stole these 4 from us, the last 4 in 16. They had no clue Trump would win that. He's not part of their plan, so they put their plans back 4 years. You know what I'm saying? There's bad supermodels out here. But,
Right.
you know,
Let's go.
at the end of the day, it's like I think a lot of people do stuff for attention. Their career's falling, so, you know, they grab on to doing something different. Where I go against the grain all the time, but you know what? There's no traffic going that way. Everything's so watered down these days. Everybody's got a song. Everybody's got a video. Everybody's got something to say. What makes you different than the next person?
Exactly.
So I've always went against the grain. There's no competition. There's no traffic. I supported Trump in 2016. I got a song called Silver Spoon. I cut Trump in the back of the house, flying on helicopters. I'm front row at all the rallies. I got a big super dually truck, rap Trump. We got boats, rap Trump. I mean, everything we're doing is Trump. And, you know, they say that Trump's racist and a white supremacist, but all my events, and even out here in Cali, I'm the minority at these events.
That's what we talked about.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. Yeah.
You ain't black.
I think it's got being controlled by people that want a song. You know, these days you see all these people who think, oh, he's such a big rapper. He's so rich. He's only as rich as the person that he signed to is letting him live and drive what he drives until his song or the next one they get to duplicate.
Let's go.
You know, that's why I stayed independent. I've been signed to NFL football players, other big labels over the time, and they control you. You know, that's why.
To add on to that, though, I don't think that hip hop or rap is getting soft. What I think is happening is that there's a strategic move, right? There's this insidious perversion that they're using to put into the world, and they're using it, and they're doing it through music, specifically hip hop, right? They're dumbing us down. Hip hop is not even controlled by the people that create it, right? So when you have a situation like that, when we're not in control of our own creative art, and then you have publications like GQ magazine and Billboard, and they named the top women of the year. Cardi B was named Woman of the Year by Billboard, and then Megan Thee Stallion was named Woman of the Year by GQ.
Well, you understand all these things?
Come on.
They're participation trophies. They can all be bought. I've been signed to a label. You spend $100,000, you get on the radio for 3 months. If they play 10 songs in 10 slots, those are the 10 biggest songs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How much
So
money you got?
so
How much
get-
money you got?
It's like force feeding
So
us.
what people don't understand is me being independent.
Yeah, pay to play.
Independent,
Yeah,
I
pay
got
to play.
everything
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
So at first I used to worry about, oh, I need a song French Montana, I got to pay this. Song with Rick Ross, got to pay this. Get this big crazy video, got to pay this. Then when you get to the label, they're like, okay, well, you know, you're already in debt $1 million.
Exactly.
So you never get anything back. But me being independent, I know all the music myself. So I said, okay, let me step back from 1 million fans. Let me focus on 1,000 fans. 1,000 fans give me $100 a year. That's $100,000.
Let's go.
1,000 real people rock with you will turn to 2,000 to 3,000. Now they can say you only got 50,000 monthly listeners, and I'm like, that's 50,000 people. I put out a CD for $10. People laugh still about selling CDs. Nobody buys CDs. My fans buy my CDs because they're real fans.
Yeah.
So the CD's $10. You want an autograph? That's 20. I double my whole income and my net worth signing my name.
Let's talking business right here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Talk.
talking about.
Hey, you know what?
Let's
And I
go,
like, and I want
baby.
to say this.
Let's
I want
go.
to say this. I want to say this. A lot of these people, they don't care about their followers. They don't care about their
Right.
fans.
They want the
And
fame.
They want
That's
the
it.
fame. That's
That's
it. And
it.
for someone to actually focus in on a smaller group to actually give them, you know, what they want, instead of being all high and mighty up at the top and don't want to sign nothing, like that. And then he makes it out of what he can.
It took 10 years to be overnight success. So people see all these big, mega raps I got, and everybody. I'm all the way out here in Huntington Beach, and there's 1,000 people singing my songs word for word.
You ain't black.
I think it's better because everything's homegrown, from the studio to making the beats to writing the music to shooting the videos. So I don't need a label to go get me 5 or 6 cars. I could get them myself. If I don't own them, my circle has them. You're only as powerful as your net worth, or your network. Or who you're messing with and who's around you. So I'm just saying, a label could charge you $100,000 for something you could do $2,000 yourself.
Hey, so have you been doing better or worse independent?
Way better.
There you go.
And see, that just shows that going independent is actually a better thing. Because
See, I've been independent.
You get better.
I've been independent probably 6 years. But see, my biggest songs that to this day still are I was independent when I dropped my song with Rick Ross and Vanilla Ice. I got a remake to Ice Ice Baby. Ice Ice Baby is the #1 rap selling song in the history of the world. Yeah. All these people hate on my boy Vanilla Ice. I did a remake of Ice Ice Baby with Vanilla Ice and Rick Ross. It's my biggest record. It's like me redoing Hello with Adele. Yeah. People can say like you're a one-hit wonder. One-hit wonder, that to me is a compliment. Okay,
Because you got a hit.
That means
Exactly. Where's your hit? Where's your hit? Where's your hit?
When you reach a certain level of success, you can never outgrow it. People, small-minded people don't understand that.
Come on.
So if I come around you 10 years later, I had a hit. You want to hear my new song or my hit? Do the hit. I only had one night. I've been with my kids for the last 10 years. My wife every day. I got one night out with my people. Do the song 5 times. What are these new songs?
Yeah.
Do that
My
song.
man.
You know what I mean?
My
People are
man.
paying you to do that song.
Yeah.
But overseas,
Cool in the 90s.
no,
You
but I'm
better
trying to
believe
say,
it. Yeah, come on now.
overseas, they have such a huge market that like the Cypress Hills, the Vanilla Ices, they're 20 years late over there. They're not playing this stuff that we're playing over here right now. So these arenas are 30 to 40,000 people. And we're walking out and they're singing a song. Well, my song has the same beat as Ice Ice Baby because I remade it. So I do my song first with Ice, so they think it's Ice Ice Baby. So they go crazy. Like it's, I got Vanilla Ice. And I'm like, no.
Dope, man.
They're like, Vanilla Ice and got some tattoos and some weight on them. But he's probably the most humble person I know in the music industry.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Paul Wall's definitely super dope. Me and Paul Wall did a video on a song. I mean, a lot of these people just straight have me come do songs with them, videos, never charge me a penny. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably the only artist in Florida with a Ross verse, Ross saying my name, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Because people like that see 10 years of grind and it pays off because the internet, they're watching you.
Yeah.
I used to sit around every day and post a picture up and be like, everybody at Rich Forever. And people used to laugh like, he ain't seeing that. And you get 1,000 people to tag his name. Next thing you know, I bumped into Ross at a Wingstop. Ross said, man, you've been tagging me for years. They call you the White Ross. He was like, we got to do a song. We talked about a deal. And I said, I got a song with Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby remake. And he was like, what? So I played it for him. He was like, say less. Let's do the video and song.
You ain't black.
I mean, to get a big songwriter, that means you're doing something great because they come hunting you down. These days, it's not like, hey, you got a dope look and you got a style. Let's sign you. It's like, hey, analytics are out. Let me see your numbers. You know what I mean? You sit down with numbers. It's not back in the day like you can fake it. They could say, I want to see your numbers. If you're popping right now, artists hit me up to work all the time. They're like, what's work, Blow? I'm like, I charge you because I done put in a decade of work.
You see?
So for this look I'm going to give you costs money, right? And they'd be like, I'm popping. I'm like, show me your numbers.
Yeah.
Show me your analytics.
I feel
If
that.
your Spotify ain't popping, they don't even got a Spotify. They just want fame.
That's it.
They don't want to do the hard work. They don't want to put up on all the platforms.
It takes 10 years to be overnight success.
Yeah.
I mean, I even seen it with my family. My grandfather, he started Auto Trader. You know what I mean? He sold it for over $300 million. You know what I mean? So I've seen.
Auto Trader?
The Auto Trader.
The actual website.
No,
the magazine.
The
website.
magazine.
Let's go.
But what's crazy to put that story and to how it was, he had a great magazine for years. Nobody cared about it being a magazine. It wasn't worth nothing. You're only worth something if somebody thinks it's worth something.
Yes, sir.
So he built his magazine. Then he thought to himself, I need to get it in these stores. So he started going to gas stations like 7-Eleven, Mobile. Regular people like us say, here's $10, go inside, ask for an Auto Trader. Here's $10, go inside, ask for Auto Traders. $5, go ask for Auto Trader. Next thing you know, if you're having a hard day at work and you're like, what's this Auto Trader, bro? Get this Auto Trader in here. Yeah. Auto Trader came in there. Next thing you know, he sold over 300 M's. You know what I'm saying? But
it's just like that tags. It was just like those tags that you did.
But if he did not have the magazine built the right way and worth what it was worth,
Yeah, it is.
it would have been worth the money, never would have been a payout.
Right.
You know, I bought my first car from Auto Trader, and this is
Let's
in
go.
Chicago.
So
Let's go.
And this was in Chicago.
So over the
So
years,
say
I've got
thank
a lot
you.
of
You know what I'm
hate.
saying?
So that's why Donald Trump a rap. That's why I go with Trump good, because my people might have had it, but more money, more problems. You know what I'm saying? I got sent to a boarding school in 5th grade, so my senior year in high school. I didn't live at home. I went to military school. That's why I'm gonna get out and do me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And people don't really understand that. I ask people all the time. They think people have all this money, their life would be easy. I ask them, like, you think tomorrow if your mom had no money and then became stupid rich, would she change your whole life? And they'd be like, well, nah, my mom wouldn't. I'm like, you got to get out there and do it yourself. I'm the black sheep of my family. They respect what I'm doing. But if I would have been spoiled through my life, I never would have had the mindset and the hustle I had. And
That's
I would
real.
have been blown it. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mindset is just the grind, the hustle.
You ain't black.
Don't stop. I know it sounds cliche, but it's the truth. Because every single time when you're thinking you're going to stop, someone's right there about to bust through. Anytime I've been ready to say I'm done, something huge has happened for me.
Let's go.
I mean, most people I've lost my Instagram. I've shot videos that cost a lot of money where the footage has got shot wrong and deleted. We've lost drones and stuff off boats in the ocean during shots on $40,000, $50,000 red cams. You know what I mean? Like, I've had the craziest things happen where it's like you want to give up. The music industry is the toughest industry in the world. It really is tough. You have to stand out. You have to be unique, and it's not guaranteed. That's the thing. You got to be able to set yourself up for the hustle. You got to build something that's worth something to you. It might not be able to be at first to be charging tons of money, but I've been able to do it without having a real job, for over a decade, to the point where I built something that's worth a lot of money. Anytime I usually talk, I'm getting paid.
Where my check at? I ain't got no check yet.
The idea is,
Get
like,
paid.
the world right now, what I would say, everything can be monetized. So people would, like, even now my YouTube checks, they're not crazy because I'm still building, but they're still like $7,000 a month. That's just one outlet.
That ain't
Right?
crazy, huh?
But I remember one time,
crazy.
but I'm saying it's good when you're independent, label. But I still got to shoot the videos, go do what I do.
Yeah, it's cost. Yeah.
But I remember, like, maybe 2 years ago sitting around, like, I got $80,000 in videos on my YouTube, and why is my YouTube checks like $250 a month? And I'm like, the hell, this makes no sense. You know what I mean? But it's all about the body of work you create. So now I'm in the MAGA lane, right? My biggest songs aren't my MAGA songs because it's a smaller majority of people that play them. They get a lot of streams, but these people now support their real fans. I can put out anything that's respectful, and they support it. They going back and buying 10 years of something I built that's worth it, like Auto Trader. So I'm building something. So instead of going now and saying I'm going to buy one album for $10, they're like, how many albums you got? I say 17. They're like, 17 albums? So they go dig. They say music videos. They're like, how many videos you got? My YouTube has over 100 music videos. Wow. So they go back and watch everything. So now I'm getting residual income.
Yep.
And now it's starting to go. And this is why labels give you money, because at first they know they're going to take a loss, but if they get the right stuff from you, they'll get paid till you die, till your kids die, till everybody dies. Sheesh. That's what the key is, getting multiple sources of income. So you got the iTunes, the Spotify. So I always, everyone's like, why don't you go live on Instagram? I don't get paid to go live on Instagram. I'll go live on YouTube and get super chats and get money.
Hey,
Man, where my pen and pad at, man? I need to be taking notes
People
right
hit
now.
me
Lord
up and
have
say,
mercy.
yo, can I get a
Golly.
shout out? Little stuff like that. Like, you have to charge for your platform.
Yeah, no, of
People
course.
might look at you like you messed up at first, but it's a platform you built yourself that nobody's paying you for. So you need to get people who believe in you to put their money with you, because every step I take is business.
Yeah.
I don't got time to play around. Not worried about girls. I'm not worried about all the other stuff that's going on in the world right now. I had that fun, the clout. It's time to mature and go to the next level. I'm not going to be walking around passing out my mixtapes at middle schools and stuff if I ever have kids one day. It's like you want to get to the next level sooner or later.
Yeah.
And if you realize you've been doing the same thing for a long time and it's not happening, you might be a better manager.
Yeah.
You might be a better artist. You might, writer.
Yeah.
A lot of people out here have tons of talent. They just don't know where it goes. They're so stubborn. I want to be this, but you might be great doing this.
You ain't black. Well, I mean, I think what's really going on is, first and foremost, these outlets don't subscribe to our belief system. They're typically Democratic. So they're not going to want to put that out. They're not going to want to put out the truth. The truth is going to be damning to them and for their cause. So, I mean, that's what I really think, that it's going to be counterproductive to what it is that they're trying to propagate.
And I want to say this because of course they're not going to cover it. I mean that's golden. But the social media has been working for us somewhat with people actually putting this stuff going viral. I know Sidney Powell actually retweeted one of our California curfew breaker events, and it actually said we're doing this in 18 cities across California, and we're not going to stop it until the COVID restrictions are gone. And Powell actually retweeted it, and she said that, and you guys need to also fight for voter fraud because there's massive voter fraud in California. And of course, she's in control of Dominion software, so obviously she knows where the bodies are buried.
Yes, indeed.
And so those, so I mean, we can't rely on them. We already know they're not going to, but at the same time, we are getting the message out. And if she can retweet it and she tags Donald Trump, I mean, job's already done.
You know what? And also, I feel at this point, it's almost irrelevant if the mainstream media is going to cover the Stop the Steal or not, because like I mentioned,
million in Mag March.
Thank you. And like I mentioned once before, the social media has replaced the media when it comes to word on the curb, when it comes to word on the street.
Yep.
That's what they're censoring.
The millions and millions of people that circulate these videos on social media, normal Americans, even people abroad, they know what Stop the Steal means.
Yep.
So you don't have to tune in to CNN to see it.
You didn't see the vote that I think it was like 70% of Democrats knew this was a stolen election.
Oh, that was a
poll?
That was a
I don't
poll?
want to be quoted on exactly the number, but it was higher. I think this was on CNN, though. It was over 50%.
On CNN?
It was over 50%.
Yo!
I actually think it'd be more telling, though, if they reviewed how many people don't care that the election was stolen. Because I feel most people out there with any common sense, if you got two eyes in your head and two ears, you can see that this was some form of voter fraud.
Yes.
But how many people care?
Well, they tricked them too. They went in, they did a lot of ballot harvesting, where they go house to house, knock on doors, say, hey, who lives here? We got some, want you some ballots to fill out, and we see you haven't voted in a couple of years. Would you like to vote? Obviously, you want to vote for Joe Biden, correct? Anybody else here? Not to mention all the ballots that were sent out to these houses where the people don't live there, the kids don't live there anymore, and the mom
they're
and the dad
unsolicited.
And he got 3.
Yeah.
He got 3. He lived by himself.
But what's crazy is that half the people that voted for the Trump against Trump, it's just a F Trump vote.
That's it.
And they think, okay, we're going to get this new health care they're focusing on us. We're going to get this stimulus money.
Yep.
They're going to close us down. Great, because they're going to give us more free money. Awesome. Now, the big surprise is, well, now we're here. You need these vaccines. So you want to go on the airplane, you need a vaccine. You want to go in the bank, you need the vaccine. You want your welfare, get a vaccine. You want your child support, get a vaccine. You want your stimulus check, you got your vaccine. So now they're America's guinea pig for what they don't know what they signed up for.
And people really see like rolling tanks coming in, and they get they're like, okay, we're under attack, and they actually fight something. But if it says it's for your safety,
I don't want a vaccine, but what I do, I'm a hustler. You know what I mean?
Right.
I got money, I grind, but I'm not going to fly private every day.
I
don't even know if you can do it without a vaccine.
But
you know
have you all noticed also too?
What do you
Let me say
do?
this really fast with this whole vaccine and taking care of your health. One thing that I learned right from all of my experiences is that doctors in the healthcare industry, they're not in the business to heal you. They're in the business to basically drug you up and to operate, right? That's what they go to school for. So have you noticed that during this entire pandemic, no major outlets, no doctors, even Dr. Fauci was not advising people to build your immune system.
Yeah, with natural
organic foods.
Natural remedies,
get more natural sunlight. They're trying
vitamin
to keep
C
you in the house from natural
sunlight. You know what's
sunlight.
crazy? Sometimes the smallest thing makes such an impression. So you just said that doctors are more taught to operate and save people when they're hurt, and not pretty much to cure you from anything. And just the way you broke it down so easily, if people who really were like voting for vaccines heard it that way, might open their mind so much. It's like the smallest thing sometimes.
It's like, do you really think that doctors really want everybody to be healthy? They wouldn't. No. They would be out of business.
You ain't black.
And Trump sometimes he's for the vaccines. He has to play that card. He has to play that card. I kind of wonder what when Trump wins this and comes back, what's going to happen.
Yeah,
that whole thing.
And people always say
people
about
still have sex every day, like age doesn't kill, and they're worried about masks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
Let me ask you all: have anybody been in a hospital since COVID has happened?
I had COVID twice.
Okay, so
Look at everybody.
Wait.
Screening. Did
you notice?
Did we screen him before he got into the studio?
Dang it!
Like all of these reports keep saying,
take his temperature.
All of these reports keep saying how the hospitals are overfilled, understaffed, the emergency rooms. About
You know how
a
much
month
money
ago,
they made
Yeah.
when they said somebody died from COVID? That
Yeah,
didn't have
30,000 or
COVID?
Thank you.
50,000.
Motorcycle
Per body.
accident.
Thank you.
Oh,
It was
he
like-
had
it
some
was 50?
snot on his brain.
It's like a body
You know,
count now.
COVID.
Yeah, don't
35,
matter.
what
Hey,
was it,
it
30,000 or
don't
something?
And I wanted to say this too because you said that. Remember, it was supposed to be all overrun, but yet he brought those 2 ships, the Mercy
yeah,
and
yeah.
whatever, to
York.
L.A. and New York.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
guess what? They weren't
Empty.
used.
Empty.
And
They
I
weren't
went
used.
to a doctor. I went to Presbyterian, which is one of the biggest hospitals out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went there about a month ago for pink eye. I was trying to nurse it holistically for about a week. It
Let's
just
go.
wouldn't go away. So
Yeah.
I said, you know what? Let me get this Western civilization medicine. So I went to Presbyterian, and it was a ghost town.
Yeah.
They came and saw me within 1 minute.
Outside or inside?
Inside.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm the
they actually
only
let you
person
go
sitting.
inside?
I'm the
Yeah.
only person sitting in the waiting room.
Yeah.
It was
The
like
nurse
Skid
and
Row where
doctor
I'm at.
saw
They
me.
threw you outside.
No
It was
kidding.
completely empty.
Sheesh.
And I'm like, where's all the COVID patients?
Yeah,
Where's
where the
all
COVID at? Where that
My
though?
mom's
You
mom's
remember?
afraid
You
of
remember those
COVID.
videos, those TikTok videos of the nurses dancing and stuff
Right.
like that? Remember
Oh,
that?
yeah.
That went
Plenty of
viral.
time on your hands.
They were
You got
literally
a lot of time on
dancing.
your hands.
You
They're
know?
breaking it down and everything. Like you got too much time
Going
on
on
your
social
hands.
media.
Yeah.
It's just that people, they smoke cigarettes every day. They might have a heart attack. They don't worry about it. Like I said, people are having sex unprotectedly. They don't
Right.
worry about it.
Right.
Everybody's a Rolling Stone until there's a cough going around. And I'm not trying to take away from anybody that did pass away from COVID.
Right.
Exactly.
But the
None of us
idea
are doing
is
that.
A lot of things with the COVID cases, there was more than just COVID wrong with you.
Exactly.
Thank
You know?
you.
People die all the time,
Yeah.
every
But
day
back
of
to
all
back.
type
This
of
was
reasons.
just the best thing you could do to try to kill Trump.
That's it.
Especially like right before
Yeah.
that, the last stimulus check that came out, that 1,200 bought all them votes. I mean, everybody was going Trump crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It was F
True.
Trump.
Hey,
so they
hey,
got that free
bros in the
12
hood,
Yeah,
bros in the
yeah.
hood, loved
Wait,
it.
so you
Bros in the hood, loved
that
it.
the 1,200 got people on board with Trump?
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they had to come back in again and double down this COVID.
I noticed that too.
If Trump tried to pass another stimulus
Yep,
package.
but they wouldn't
They
do
did.
it. But
Nancy
they wouldn't do
Pelosi
it.
won't do it, which is
Pelosi.
crazy. So people look at it on a daily basis like, F Trump, he ain't trying to help us, because there are people out here that needed this money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't look at them like them being lazy. If you got to, I don't have kids. I'm not married, but some people understand. I understand. I have friends are. You can't go to work.
Right.
You can't get your kids out of the house.
You ain't black.
I saw a video that went on and went viral, and it was a Chinese official talking about how they're going to be end up taking over the United States by 2027.
That's the plan.
Or
Yeah,
2050.
that is the plan.
And so I
That's
want to
the
say
plan.
this. I want to say this too because he also said in that same thing that something lucky happened. That God gave us a virus, right? And that how many people died from the United States, how many people died from China, but how many people really died from China? He's saying basically not only are we using this opportunity, right, to lock down or to take over the United States or to be the powerhouse of the world, right? But now you see it with the small businesses. It's not about a virus anymore. It's about
Yeah.
U.S. versus China. And during this election right now, we have not only the president-elect, excuse me, that he's involved with China, with the Joe Biden.
Oh, he's in bed
right?
with them, yeah.
And then you see now, I saw an article where it goes over that 400 million got wired to through a Swiss bank that was owned by the communist Chinese to the Dominion software company that's in question
Yeah.
for
there's a lot of
election
people
rigs.
with
So I'm
close
here
to
to
that,
say
yeah.
this: it's very simple. We have a Chinese operative,
Literally.
literally, and we went through an entire 8 months proving that Trump was not a Russian agent, but we have literally a Chinese agent running for the president of the United States. Could possibly be going.
And they're cool with that.
You ain't black.
You was mentioning about like people are getting complacent pretty much, and they haven't been
Comfortable,
outside
yeah.
for 5 or 6 blocks, right?
Yeah.
Also, on top of that, have you all noticed that it's not a coincidence, I think, that society, publications, TV, they're making it to where you feel it's okay to be complacent.
Come on.
Very
you
true.
don't wallow
Yeah.
in your shit.
Come
right?
on.
Well,
Yes,
You all
go.
seen
Yep.
The cover of the latest New Yorker magazine.
Oh,
where it got a picture of the middle-aged young woman, and she literally is in a filthy, small New York apartment. Cats over here, Chinese boxes takeout, and she's on some kind of Zoom dating app. Bottles of wine everywhere, peels here. She's sitting on a Zoom app for dating, so she has on a nice blouse, but like shorts, unshaved legs, a complete mess with a little smirk on her face. holding a glass of wine, and that's supposed to be normal.
That's
they
it.
put that on the cover of the New Yorker, and that's supposed to be normal. So when you look at that, you don't feel bad when you're at home popping pills and drinking wine.
You
all the time.
understand me?
With some hairy legs, not shaved, and stuff like that.
Joe Biden's going on,
I think
man.
why I was able to be like a culture butterfly and be able to be in different areas is because I ventured out. I mean, obviously I grew up in a nice neighborhood.
Yeah, I want to say this too.
I spent a lot of times in bad neighborhoods or all over because I was interested. I wanted to see what's going on.
And I want to say this.
I got
I was leaving
accepted.
Chicago.
I got accepted.
And that is true, and you left too. You left too. And I want to say this too because he makes a good point when everybody wants to stay in that 5-block radius. But let I remind you, the reason why you're seeing this today, seeing this show today, is because we all took that action because we got tired of how the world is acting in 2020. Notice how we just everybody that's on this show right now, we didn't know each other prior to 2020.
No, we didn't.
To a point now that we actually actually had action, actually did something.
Well, Maga Hulk's my
out of
stepdad, but
It's
really fit.
I see the resemblance. I see the resemblance, but at the same time, with what we did, we even got to meet Forgiato Blow.
Yeah.
So that's just a testament to people that watch this and go, you know what, get out of that 5-block radius, go out there and do something because not only if it's making money or speaking the truth or helping out in 2020.
It's powerful these days, man. It's powerful.
Well, I tell you, when we talk about get out that 5-block radius, we're also talking about get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, is getting out of your comfort zone, explore a different avenue that's going to be beneficial for you in the long run. You may fail, but you get back up, you get back on that horse, and you keep riding,
because
you keep pushing.
Because that's what he said, right? That you just keep moving, you
That's
just keep
it.
doing it.
Keep
Like
going. I mean,
Nipsey said that too. He said the only thing that made him successful is that he did not stop.
That's the truth. And when I came down here, I went to the Nipsey, picture up there.
I was trying to get a flick with you. I didn't. I
and
wasn't
I went
there.
out there and did it. And a lot of people were surprised I would go there. And I'm like, bro, I'm in the culture of music.
Yeah.
You could not like Trump, and I can still like you.
Exactly.
Bro,
Exactly.
it's not that serious. Because you know what? I can meet somebody and I can understand where you're coming from.
As long as I feel that you're a good
Hey,
person.
Nipsey was the realest.
That's what
Nipsey was the
matters.
realest.
Like,
We can
real
vibe.
quick, what I would say, so I was doing all my rallies, like I told everybody, and BLM would show up sometimes at the rallies. We'd have about at least 500 minimum of my rallies, just flag waving rallies. They'd have 13 to 15 people on the other side. Now, if there was 100, 200, 10, or just one African American on that side, I would go over there and be like, and I respect it because you're here fighting for what you think you believe in.
Like old dude today.
There was never any. I used to yell on the thing, where are the black people?
Yeah.
Real talk. Where are the black people? I go over there and ask them. They said white supremacists. I would ask them, okay, you're 18 years old. How many white supremacists have you had? You met in your life that did something? Then I ask them, like, honestly, do you know any black people? Do you know?
Crickets.
No, but do you like that? Can you call a black person in your phone right now on FaceTime? Just call
let me
them.
see one. Let me see one.
Right
Just
now.
call
Give them
somebody.
up right now.
And they would
Run
think it's a
that.
racist thing.
Run it.
But you're the face of what they're doing.
Hey, I made a video about it too. I said if you are not black and you are in BLM,
Same.
I don't know what are you doing? Like sit down,
Yeah.
move to the side because
Yeah.
it's not your argument. It's not
Here's
your
a
argument.
challenge,
You don't know
like,
nothing about being
would
black
like
in
to
America.
challenge.
Yeah.
We do.
I would like to challenge everybody to step outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And one of the main things I feel that you can do that, you will be surprised at what it does to you. Take a solo trip. Even if you can't leave your city or your state, just drive 30 miles, 50 miles out to a city that you've
See
never
something
been to
different.
before and actually engage in conversations with people that you normally wouldn't.
So this is going to be real quick. Hulk, check this out. So I'm not sure where you stay now out here in Cali, but sometime in your life you might have been in an area where everybody had some issues they had to grow out of.
Absolutely.
So right now, if you went back and saw some of your old homies, what would be the average amount of money you would think thuld be in their bank account? Like,
Nothing.
honestly.
No, I would say 500 being
500.
being
So
liberal.
I got in this with my homeboys, you know what I'm saying, that still live in, up and down areas. So I would say, okay, so boom, they're playing you. Okay, so they come out, we're riding today. First off, you're going to burn down where you live. Where your grandma gets her medicine, you're burning it down. They're not going to care about doing it. So you mean to tell me all my homeboys got together today and put their last $250 each together? We got to go buy bricks. Who's got a truck? So they're going to buy bricks. I don't even know where they sell bricks.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, first of all. So that's what I said to them. I told them this stuff is getting put there.
Let's go.
Then they come out and they say, hey, my man, you see how they're trying you? Hey, we got some bricks right there for you. Go ahead and toss that. We're not going to do nothing to you.
Right.
They're playing you in your own areas.
Come on.
Yeah.
But we're the bad people. We're the bad ones.
It happens on a grander scale.
Let's go.
Look at how Joe Biden played Charlemagne the Fraud on his own show in his own home.
If Trump
Epic.
ever said,
how-
"You
Oh,
vote
my
for
God.
me, you're not black,"
Yeah,
you're
it'd have
not
been
black,"
over.
that day,
It'd have been over.
It is done.
We wouldn't even have a show.
We would.
Imagine they had a video of
He'd be-
Trump at a KKK eulogy
You know what I'm saying?
busting a freestyle. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Look at how many people Maxine Waters disrespects, and they still call her auntie. and
Auntie
they own
Maxine.
it.
I want to see
So
if
it's
Trump
like, hey,
if Trump passed a bill that said I'm going to lock up black men differently from whites. I want to see that response.
You know what's
Yeah,
funny?
I would love to see
the
that.
syrup company that they got taken, the lady off the
Oh,
syrup.
John and
I'm about to
Jemima.
speak about that.
And Jemima.
They didn't thinking they were doing it justice. The people, the family that own it said, "What the hell are y'all
What
doing?
are you doing, bro?
Put it back on,
Bro.
Let me speak on that real fast. Like, we got this pseudo woke thing. We
On
have
there.
this
Yes.
pseudo woke thing right now where they feel that they so woke that the how to
White
get justice
guilt
for black
got
people,
her taken off that.
But how to get justice
That's
for
what's in
black
LA.
people
We don't
is
got
to
that in
remove
Florida.
Forget about that.
faces to remove black faces
Thank
from
you.
products, and that's somehow supposed to get justice.
LA's
for
got
black
white
people.
guilt. You take it like this: you got a Joe Biden woman who's crazy about Joe Biden, right? And she wants Joe Biden to
Who's
win.
she?
Half the time,
Who's she?
I'll show
Who
you on
is
Instagram.
that?
Who that
So,
is? Where they do that
What
at?
I'm saying
Yeah,
is,
you know?
so you got a woman like that that's on the internet because all she does is watch the media all day. 9 out of 10 times her husband's a Trump supporter who's paying for the house and
You
paying
got
for
it.
everything.
You got it.
Okay,
Preach.
she's the same woman on there saying the black people are getting killed, all the issues going on. This is so terrible. Her white guilt comes out. They shouldn't be here. Now I want that lady to go to the hood
Let's go.
and go ask anyone who lives in those neighborhoods
Let's go.
that's not profiting off illegal things going on and say, "Hey, you want the police here?" She's gonna say, "What? Yeah, I want the police here." Go walk up to a family that got their kids killed.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
You want the police here?
Auntie want,
Yes, I want the
let's
police
go.
here.
Yeah, Auntie want police there
You're
when her
asking
nephew
the
gets
wrong
killed.
people
you
for
better
their
believe it.
opinion. Your opinion doesn't matter if you live in the hill.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're
I
not
was
living
in
there. You're
the
not
first
living
time
there.
I ever
You're
heard
not
that
living there.
term, defund the police, was in March, and it was from Hollywood protesters
Of course.
in downtown LA.
Of course.
Like, I mean, Hollywood, like the movie industry.
Because when they
Hollywood.
riot, they're not going there yet.
Nope.
Exactly.
They rather say, like, you know what I mean? Let's go get a bunch of free shoes.
Fundamentally,
t-shirts,
that's the dumbest
jewelry.
ideology I can
I mean, I've
come
seen
up
the
with.
most this year. I've seen people riding horses down the road in Chicago. I was like, you got Lil Nas X out there riding through the city. You know, I've seen people driving cars at car dealerships.
It's
I mean,
crazy.
and they go in and grab, like, I've seen videos that were just funny on the internet, like, trolling. Hey, what'd you get, cuz? And he's like, the guy's like, you got a bunch of Team Jordans. You didn't even get nothing good. You taking Camrys. Go get the Lambos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even we went to, what's the lady's house we were at, real quick, on Friday night?
Barbara.
So, Barbara, what's her name?
You meant Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Barbara. Yeah, Barbara. Ferreira or
So
something
a
like
lot
that.
of these people go do the marches outside their house.
No, we were protesting.
I think her name's
We protesting the
Ferreira.
lockdowns
I'm
in
saying
LA.
it, so a lot
She
of
actually
these
had
big
pull on the
name
lot.
people, okay, when we were at their place, they have their opinion means with the COVID and the lockdowns. Outside their house, when people are saying they're going there, they have 10 police officers who are there to protect them doing their job. These are the same people inside the house that do not back you, right?
They don't.
But that's why I tell we go to the MAGA March, I go to all these places. BLM and Tifa, they're running around all day talking behind the police. Behind the
Of
police,
course.
saving
Yeah.
them.
Of course.
Saving them.
Of
They
course.
talking, but the police behind them.
And they
Then,
wanna defund the
when
police.
everything
They
is
want to
all
do it.
over.
Hey, to be honest with you, I'm gonna be real with you right now. If we defund the police, the police are actually out of the way, bro. I'm telling you right now, BLM, Antifa, the riots, they ain't got nothing on conservatives. Okay, we
Watch
got
this,
military,
though.
we got police,
So now
we
you
got gun owners.
BLM, they want paid for what's going on. They want money.
Oh no, I saw that. So no, this
Yeah,
is what happened. This is what
by
happened.
the people they're protecting. We did all
Really
this work
now?
for you. Yeah, then they come out like 2 weeks ago that the head of the BLM asked for where their money's at.
They want.
To Biden?
Yeah, a few of the
The head people.
local chapters was asking.
So what's
where's
going to
all the
happen when
money?
they start going?
You ain't black.
You ain't black.